hunt has ended.
What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Vigilance Wing Exotic Pulse Rifle, which is a primary kinetic weapon. So let's get to those perks. The first perk is Corkscrew Rifling. It is a balanced barrel that slightly increases range, stability, and handling speed. The second perk is Alloy Magazine. It has faster reloading when the magazine is empty. The origin trait is Last Stand. It has improved weapon performance and greatly increased recovery when its wielder is the last living member of a fire team. The next perk is Composite Stock. It has a versatile dual-purpose stock that slightly increases stability and handling speed. And the final perk is a kill tracker for PvE and PvP. The intrinsic trait is Harsh Truths. This weapon fires a 5-round burst, so unlike other pulse rifles which are typically 3-round burst, this one has a 5-round burst. Additionally, when a nearby ally is killed, you gain health regeneration and increased movement speed. Now as for this weapon's exotic catalyst, it has improved handling and reload speed when allies are nearby. So if it wasn't obvious, this is a PvP focused weapon, which is why it has perks that are reliant on your allies. That is also why I had the PvP kill tracker selected, because that also goes with the catalyst, which we'll get into here in just a bit. So Vigilance Wing is a world drop exotic weapon, which means it comes from exotic engrams that can drop from any activity, and that also means that Xur can sell it. And Xur appears on one of 3 locations on the weekend. One of them is here in the European Dead Zone in the Winding Cove. Another location that Xur can appear in is in the tower. You just load into the main part and then go over to the hangar and make a left and he's back on some scaffolding. And the other location that he can appear in is on Nessus. Load into the Watcher's Grave toward the top of the map and he's in the big tree. Now regardless of what weapons Xur is selling, it will cost you 29 legendary shards. If you come here on a weekend and he does not have the weapon available, you can buy his exotic engram here for 97 legendary shards, because this contains a random world drop exotic that's not already in your collection. Now if you buy this engram and you still do not get the weapon, you can buy a second engram with an exotic cipher, and you can do that once per account per weekend. And for those exotic ciphers, one of them comes from your season pass on the free track, and another one can be obtained from Xur's quest here called Xenology, and you just do the core playlist activities, and you can hold a total of 5 exotic ciphers on your account at a time. So a brief little history of Vigilance Wing in Destiny 2. Vigilance Wing is an OG Destiny 2 weapon, so it's been in the game since Destiny 2 launched back in September of 2017, and it has always been a world drop exotic. Now as for its exotic catalysts in general were not added to the game until the Warmind expansion in May 2018, and that's considered Season 3 of the game. That is also when the Vigilance Wing catalyst was added to the game. Now there has been a change to the exotic catalyst perk. So originally the exotic catalyst perk was full auto trigger system, and all it did was make Vigilance Wing a full auto weapon. However, with update patch 6.3.0, which was released on December 6, 2022, it added an accessibility setting to make all weapons full auto when turned on. So for that reason, the catalyst perk was changed to Ensemble, which was what I explained earlier in the video. Now earlier I mentioned that this is a PvP focused weapon and it applies to the catalyst. So if you're a PvE main, this may not necessarily be a weapon for you, because to obtain the catalyst for Vigilance Wing, it is a random drop from winning Crucible matches. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, it has 2 requirements. The first requirement is to defeat 250 Guardians in the Crucible. The other requirement is to obtain 5 Blood for Blood medals in the Crucible. And the Blood for Blood medal is to defeat an opponent who just defeated an ally. So to recap the video, to obtain the Vigilance Wing Exotic Pulse Rifle, It is a world drop exotic, so it comes from exotic engrams that can drop from any activity, and that also includes the weakened Xur who can sell it. To get its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from winning Crucible matches. And then to upgrade the catalyst, it has 2 requirements, both of which are done in the Crucible, and that is to get 250 Guardian kills and 5 Blood for Blood medals. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.